In today's episode, we're visiting Chehalis, Washington. It's a town of under 10,000 residents that lies east of Interstate 5 in the Chehalis Valley. It's a train town with tracks belonging to several railroads, including a busy stretch of the BNSF Seattle subdivision. Grab yourself a seat and let's see what this sunny Saturday has to offer. We've set up on a raised platform to the east of the BNSF main line. The tracks run through an industrial part of town. In this shot, you can see Palmer Lumber and a facility that stores bulk grain. Our first train of the day is O-GLSE. Empty garbage containers from Gilliam County, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. The lead unit, 6915, has Union Pacific's new paint scheme. The building to the north of us, or the right side of your screen, is the Lewis County Historical Museum, which actually used to be a train station. It's worth a visit if you have some time. As we wait for our next train, it's starting to get busy at Palmer Lumber, with forklifts and trucks moving boards around in the yard. Next up is Amtrak 503, Cascades service from Seattle, Washington to Eugene, Oregon. It seems like there's always something to see between trains here. Behind us, some roof work is being done. As you already know, we're set up next to the BNSF tracks, but also running through the town is Rainier Rail's tracks. I was not able to see one of their trains moving, but I did find a GP38-2 high hood tied down nearby. Very cool to see. This is INPSE, Intermodal Freight from North Platte, Nebraska to Seattle, Washington. North Platte is home of Union Pacific's Bailey Yard, the largest rail yard in the world. Here comes a mid-DPU, or distributed power unit. As its name would suggest, it provides locomotive assistance to trains that are long, like this one. If you haven't already noticed, this train is slowing down to a complete stop. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm guessing it's probably to let Amtrak traffic pass. As you can see, our intermodal train right here has come to a complete stop. While it's sitting here, it's actually blocking 4 crossings. There's 3 behind me and 1 in front of me. So hopefully the railroad can get this thing moving again soon, but we'll see. Unfortunately, we would only be getting a partial view of Amtrak 500 as it passed on its way to Seattle. It would be a while before we would have a clear view again, so there was no better time to check out the town. There are some cool old buildings in the town, and you can also find some local artwork, some of which pays tribute to the railroad. North Market Boulevard stood out to me. I think it was the theater, which at the time was showing Back to the Future 2. I had already eaten before my visit, so I wasn't quite hungry, but I stopped in Shona's Food Company for a cup of coffee. The staff were very friendly, and the place is attached to a store that sells yarn called You and I, U spelled E-W-E. We returned trackside to catch STAC-STP, intermodal freight from Tacoma, Washington to St. Paul, Minnesota, and the second engine is in war bonnet colors. If you've heard of Chehalis before, it might be because of the virtual railfan camera at the Lewis County Historical Museum. For those of you unfamiliar with virtual railfan, it's a network of cameras that live stream railroad activity across the United States and Canada. There was even an article released in The Guardian talking about its popularity and impact, which includes an interview with one of the Chehalis community members. I'll include a link to both the camera and the article in the video description. Amtrak 11 is coming up next. Coast Starlight service from Seattle, Washington to Los Angeles, California. Near the crossing, there's a Darigold facility that handles milk. Hang around here and you'll see milk truck after milk truck after milk truck after milk truck. The ringing of crossing bells lets us know Amtrak 517 is about to pass. Cascades service from Vancouver, British Columbia to Portland, Oregon. It's not just milk trucks that you might see at this crossing. I'm not sure what kind of car this is, but I kind of like it. Up next is Amtrak 504 on its way to Seattle. While Amtrak doesn't stop in Chehalis, their trains do stop in Chehalis' twin city to the north, Centralia, which we may visit in a future episode. It's time for some more freight trains with HPTL-CEW, empty garbage containers from Portland, Oregon to Centralia, Washington. Some of you who know your trains may have noticed the waste management containers and the Union Pacific locomotives and thought that I had the wrong train symbol, but for reasons that I'm not sure about, this move now has a BNSF symbol. If you visit Chehalis, you may find abandoned tracks like these ones. Not sure how long they've been out of service, but I figured I'd take some pictures just in case they get removed. This is a Pasco to Everett manifest, but check out this car at the left crossing. Thank you for joining me on this visit to Chehalis. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. There's a railroad museum nearby that runs a steam locomotive excursion, but operations have ceased since 2022 because of a flood. When it's running again, we'll have to return here and check it out. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.